Hey everybody, welcome back to my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. So, since last time, I've played around a little bit with the hotbar configuration here. I actually made the hotbars a little bit smaller, added a third one on here to kind of split up some of the abilities and stuff a little bit. I'll keep playing around with that, just really see what feels good and what I like there. I also moved the chakra gauge over here. It's actually behind my camera now, so you actually can't see that. I don't know if that's vital to see anyways, but... and then... what else did I do? I also moved the limit break gauge. It's actually going to be down here right above this top hotbar. Obviously it doesn't show right now because I'm not in like a battle or something, but I wanted to put it there so that I actually could better visually pay attention to it, because I was finding it was like up in the top left corner, which I was just never paying attention to. So we're gonna test that out today, and we've made our way over here to Limsa Lominsa, where we're gonna start our search for Titan. So yeah, I also pulled out new minion, which we got Dress Up Thancred here, so we're gonna have Thancred following us around here as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and continue on with the main scenario quest. Hope y'all are doing well today. That was a really long intro to explain a lot of stuff, but let's get going. Hail, adventurer, and welcome to Maelstrom Command. If you wish to know more about enlisting, speak with the personnel officer. Unless you are the guest we were told to expect. Aha, ahem. Forgive me, sir. To business, then. It is as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Ogamoro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals. Fodder for their fell primal. Ah. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Word is spread of your accomplishments, Solitary. On behalf of Limsa Lominsa, I thank you for heeding our call. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Solitary personally. The Admiral is a lot taller than I am. Okay. we are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the kobolds plagued our people. Nor is this the first time we have had to address our primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was to the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls, blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we turn now to the signs of the seventh dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you are right. Yet the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the Thalasakari make a pact with the beastmen in that each would keep to their own lands, and that no blood would be shed? And was it not the Lominsans who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Ishtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa Lominsa's citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already we have observed disruptions in the flow of aether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the need is great. Can I count on your help, Solitary? Yes. You have my thanks, along with the full support of the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. That the kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all we can of our foe. And I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The Company of Heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Grey Fleet Mills in Lower Lenocia. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. I meanwhile shall seek his fellows. You know what? I never asked y'all if you like me reading out all the dialogue. I'm 20-something plus episodes into this and just been doing that, and I've never really asked what y'all's preference is on that. I kind of like doing it because it helps me pay attention to the story a little bit better, but let me know your thoughts on that, or, I realize I'm not, voice acting it per se, but hopefully you like that. Where am I going? I don't know my way around this city, at all. Unattuned. Oh, Costa del Sol. Okay. I might end up getting lost quite a bit in these next few episodes here, because I do not know my way around this city very well. That's the wrong way. Didn't take long to get lost. Okay. Go this way. Ooh, I really like this city at night. Oh wow. The teleport is pretty far on the map here, from here to over to here. This is the entry enemies for if you start in this city, huh? Okay. I guess I could get my chocobo. It might have been a faster way to get over here, but that's okay. The eyes. Can I hop over this bird? Oops. I jumped right into it. Never mind. Let's see. I think I want to... Whoa, look at this big dude. Hello. Oh, he's tired. Sleepy. Okay. This is all new territory for me. Ooh, the windmills. That's cool. This place is pretty cool, actually. Must be inside of this building. Yep, I think we found the right spot. How did you get over here so fast? Okay. Lay down your burden, son. Come drain a pie with me. We'll have a grand old time. Find you a lass or three. You gonna say something, Venture, or just keep staring? You want to know about the Company of Heroes? A hell's price of bleeding fame. Can't a miller mill in peace no more? I see this guy. Still seeing as you've come all this way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige ye. Consider yourself lucky, mate. Ol' Tractaum was the company's best axeman. Now, what was it you wanted to know? Oh, you doing this quest too? Huh? Okay. Is eager to regale you with stories of his glory days. No mechs allowed inside the building. Andy Randy. Okay. So you want to hear the tale of how the company of heroes bested a primal, do you? Let me guess. You mean that bastard Titus? Titus? Another Final Fantasy X dilemma. Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. 'Twas a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. I like this track. Okay. Men and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights, did we? We did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took. And when he hit you, boy, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Just like that. What? What's that look for? I'm a goddamn hero, I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning. The secret tactics we used to beat old Titus. Well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that have made a nest by the windmill just south of here? I do that, and then we'll talk. Think I can handle that. Alright. South. Rat's nest. Oh, level 30 rats. So many enemies around me. You want some too while we're at it? Okay. Oh, Rat King. Didn't even notice this guy. Got him. Easy enough. Ah, so the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, Venturer. Save me the hassle of... No, never mind. We got some sky blue dye. Appears to be ignoring me. Fantastic. Okay. What? He's still asking about how we beat... I'm going with Titus. I don't know, Venture. It was a pretty risky strategy. The kind only a venture of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do, but unless you proved you have what it takes to face that fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you'd need to be capable of slaying, say, a Goob Boo. Oh, is that one? That's the sleepy guy I just passed. Come to think of it, that ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flour milled here, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut one down quick as a skilled axeman might like myself. Any road, why don't you try heading due west and stand and look out, case a goo-boo comes calling. Slay it, and I might consider telling you more about old Titus. Okay. Destination. Surveying. 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 Still surveying. Oh, there he is. Okay. Easy enough. Then that Gooboo that was harassing the Millers is dead? Didn't think he had it in ye, adventurer. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job. This dude is not very patient. That took me like half a second. Still not sure if I should tell you our secrets. Yeah, all this stuff is pretty bad compared to what I've got. Speaking of which, let's check if I have anything better. I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. He remains unconvinced of your readiness to defeat the dread primal Titus. So they call Titan Titus? Is that what's going on here? They got like a different name for him? Must be. I was saying, I still don't know if you've got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew Oh, he's got a chocobo, a little chocobo chick tattoo on his face. Checked him. You in here drinking again? If you are, that Gooboo had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You had me word on that. Cleave the beast's skull in two with me trusty axe at it. Is that a fact, and what will your friend here say if I ask him? He'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true, was it Tractum who slew the Gooboo? Gooboo? Or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes. The legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Titus. Titus. In the seven hells is Titus. Some primal you fought in a drink. I see what's going on now. The company of heroes slew Titan. You bloody halfwit. Okay, now it's all making more sense. Well, see, Titus was what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest load of sausage I've ever heard. Both of you, outside, will learn the truth the Leminson way. Check if you didn't slay the Gooboo, you may consider your contract revoked. This guy's outfit, by the way. Okay. What the? Okay. Oh. Oh, an actual, like, battle. Okay. The Leminson way. Leminson? I gotta fight rocks. Alright, you know the rules. First man, just don't even think about trying to shoot me. Who picked these boulders? They're nothing alike. I'll take the big one. He's like doing no damage at all. Whoa, he's gonna attack me? Dang. Okay. 10 seconds to self-destruct. He was gonna self-destruct himself? 5 seconds to self-destruct. Alright, I admit it. I'd lied about being in the company of heroes, but I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned my lesson. Honest, I have. Save your blubbering. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I kept getting turned away by all the folk I asked for work, and I panicked. See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was a captain in the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but she went and believed me, look, his name was Wise Kate. Alright. Wise Kate? He'll tell you how to defeat Titus, or whatever the hell that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on, then. Tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. Oh, I gotta go to Costa del Sol. Which is... Where is Costa del Sol? Wait. I'm in Costa del Sol? No. Where am I? What? Okay. I'm down here, I think. So I need to head north, I believe. Okay, I think this is the right way. Let's get on a chocobo. Yeah, I think we're headed the right way. Okay. Dip, 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 dip. Okay. I'm just trying to get through here. I don't want to... Is this gonna kill me? No. Okay. Whoa. These are some big boys here. Oh, they're not nice either. Okay. Oh yeah, nice. Look at the panda bear. Hello. Huh. Is this, obviously this isn't the same Costa del Sol from Final Fantasy VII, but same vibe. Or maybe it is supposed to be the same one? I don't know. It obviously looks quite a bit different. Same great music though. Pardon, you wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa are depending upon us. If you fancy yourselves heroes, then, just like in the tales. Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours. And my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. And I met the Sylphs, and had to read their dialogue for a couple episodes. That's even more impressive. He is blessed with the power that protects him from primal influence. Thus was he able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A man who can't be tempered, useful, but it will not be enough. Is it true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals? It is true, okay. But each victory was brought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. We defeated him. In the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserve better than the greeting I gave you. But I will not send you into Ogamuro on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I gotta take out some more rats. I oversee security for Master Gegaruju's estate. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Gods, man, have you heard nothing I have said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogamuru. Bring it on. I am king of side quests and delivery quests and fetch quests. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Oh, look at this. Pray do whatever the captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa hangs in the balance. I'm ready. Ooh, level up. Level 37 monk. Sweet. I'm trying to decide which one of the scions of the 7th Dawn I like the best. I'll decide on that maybe at some point. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gegaruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Gegaruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so solitary your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our ship requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied by a suitable wine. And by suitable, I mean the very best there is, that however can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landenol at Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it, or don't. I have work to do. South Shroud. Oh, that's back over in Dania. Okay. Let's go. Kind of sad to leave the music here, though. Alright, where am I supposed to go here? Oops. Crud. Where am I going? What am I doing? Was there a... Are you telling me I didn't attune to this? Okay, I just gotta get out of this area. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, how do I get down there? That's gonna be the easiest way. Okay, we'll figure it out. Might have been faster to go south first, but oh well. I'm trying to remember if I've been to this area before. I feel like I have. Maybe for a... Ooh. Yeah, because I remember this theme. This fancy chocobo. It's probably funny for y'all to watch these videos and see me kind of like just look at stuff that's probably just so normal for you to see, but every like time I see like someone riding on like a whale or a panda or something, it's like, wait a second. Do you require assistance, adventurer? So this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Solitary. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Savage, ooh. Materia. I don't think I've got any materia up to this point. Interesting. Okay. Let me be clear, this business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest, traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gordanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Ditto here being a rare exception. I had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade, by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails, jeez, and hang you from the nearest heaven's pillar. This is a beautiful shot here. It's like sunrise or set. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good Admantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. Thanks for believing in me. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Solitary. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. Hey, I haven't done like 23 episodes of this playthrough just to give up now, my friend. Ow. Here's the egg. I'm gonna just take this and no one will notice, I'm sure. Yeah, that was... I felt kind of bad. Felt kind of bad taking the egg from the mama. Ooh. Have not heard this theme yet. Beautiful. I need to do an episode where I do more of the, like, the blue quests. I thought you might have a good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end. Yeah, check this egg out that I got. Such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me, I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Uod Noon. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Solitary. Alright, I know how to get to Thanalan. Let's go. They in here? They are. State your business, adventurer. Ahaha. So this is one of the the one Wise Kate sent me? I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Let's see, critical hit +2. Direct hit rate +2. Determination +2. I have no idea what's the best here. I figure like direct hit rate might be good for me. I don't know. And then you can like put I don't know how you put materia in. Maybe that's one of the side quests that I haven't done yet. I feel like I did something like that though. Wants you to hunt the most dangerous game. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that, and you did manage to obtain the Adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Noon I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Noon. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it, and it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you are recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To even face this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring to me his necklace. Okay, so Chocobo time. Okay, we gotta go out into the desert here, huh? Okay. Further this way. Don't want to attack the sandworm. Deserts and sandworms make me think of Beetlejuice. Haven't seen that in ages, but that's what it makes me think about. Alright, where is he? Oh, I gotta go over here. Where? Ah. Easy. let's just teleport back over there. Let's see, and they were in here. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? 'Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spirit belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck? I wonder. Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. That's the same thing that I've got. Alright, what ingredient do you have for me? It's finally willing to tell you of the ingredient you seek. A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Sigoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Speaking of which, let me eat something. Let's eat this marmot steak. Okay. To the east. Okay. All right. Back into the desert. What's y'all's favorite, like, type of area in games? Like, do you like snow areas, desert areas, forest areas, more like city, big cities? Like, what's your favorite, like, environment in, like an RPG? Oh. This is what we needed to get the angler. Okay, now we need to get a worm. Can we climb up over right over the top of the sand dune? Is that possible? How cool would it be if we could like slide down the other side? No! Sadness fills my heart. Well, we kinda got over. Those are regular sandworms. Ah, here we are. It's very interesting how it has you like place an item there and then like 5 steps away it like puts the new destination. It's kind of an interesting like design choice. Where is it? Oh, there it is. He's doing lots of AoE attacks. We got him though. Okay. Oops. Teleport back. Where am I? Ah, here we go. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Indeed. Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Solitary. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Wisecate. Worry not, you have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. Or are we gonna have another banquet? Okay. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Wisecate's counsel. But hold a moment, since you will be meeting the captain again soon. There is something I would like you to deliver him for me. Just get some more money. Deliver a gift. It wants brandy wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have, I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Wisecate, was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that that is still the case now. Please give him my regards, Solitary. Okay. Teleportation. What does this guy have? Sometimes I question if opening the flying shark was the right decision, but if I wasn't bowing and scraping to some pretentious Uldan merchant, I reckon I'd be doing the same to the Count of Dizamail. That may have suited my father and grandfather, but I have aspirations for a better life. Flying shark. Cool. Well met, Solitary. Landinel and Woad Noon both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? My favorite. I shall have to thank the Noon personally. Now you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenar this time to obtain it. One left? Ooh, I was gonna call it an episode, but if I only got one left, maybe we keep going? Oh, this is actually better. Wait a second. Where'd my pants go? I got my summer shorts on. Okay. Okay. Showing a little bit more skin. There we go. Okay. Oops. The things we do for cheese. Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brayflocks? My old quartermaster wished to bring it to Costa del Sol herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at Longstop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident herself. Oh, itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls docks and speak with Ozun Nazun. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Brayflox and her people have made their home. Okay, I just gotta go north. Ow. I suppose I could get on a chocobo. That'd probably be faster. I love going into the new areas and hearing the new themes for the first time. That's one positive about these kind of fetch quests, is they kind of force you to go into all the new areas and stuff for them. What's the hurry? Something happened over at the Gabi settlement? I don't know what you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. Alright. We'll look at the river. Okay. We're going to Raincatcher Gully. Are you coming along? 40 gil? Sure. Nice theme. Actually, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going right now. Oh, this song is pretty. Whew. Ooh. Oh, this might be my favorite area theme so far. This is so beautiful. Look at these plants, by the way. I'm gonna just sneak right by here. Don't attack me, please. That toad ruined the themed music for the area. Tongue flaps of Wisecat be reaching ears of Brayflox. Uplander has come for tasty fresh Gabi treats, yes? Quest prize of Uplander deep in Longstop. Flighty beast chased Gabi flock from homes. Gabi flock needs goodly Uplander, give safety to Longstop with much hand lending. Brayflox is Longstop now accessible. What? What is this, like a dungeon? I was not anticipating this. I think I'm gonna call it an episode here, and we'll hop into this dungeon or whatever next time. I wasn't anticipating that. I thought we were just gonna find some cheese. So, we'll do this next time when we pick back up. Appreciate you watching as always. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching the whole thing. Your support means a lot to me, so have a great rest of your day. Take care. We'll talk to you next time.